Oh yeah, hello! Those fries were absolutely killing me, okay? We're late and everything. Oh my god, you should have seen those fries. Good fries, exactly. Okay. ESO sounds wake up. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some late last minute new life grind. We're gonna do the dailies with all the characters. And it's crazy because I've had such a bad pain day today. It's like not super bad, but it's been quite bad. But I want to get as many covers as possible, and hopefully I have the space for it. I'm gonna make space if we don't have it. Hey, Rentron! Good to have you here. We had some very good fries. Let me give you a shout out. Fancy. I know you don't really stream much recently, but not still. And the smallest variety. Even those on the break come.
They should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
That's what she said, but I
Taking some time until mid-January before getting back to it. I think just set up a PNG Uber thing for solo streams. Oh really? What kind of PNG do you have? Are you keeping it secret? Yeah, PNG tuber means like a picture, 2D picture basically, 2D model. Or is it just actually a picture? It might actually be just a picture. So will you go as a cat or as of yourself?
Who are you?
For no cam streams, animated gift triggers when voices. Yes.
That'll. I need something.
Oh yes, fully face cam. Yeah.
Be just a step behind you.
Want yourself one of those? I think I'm fine with my Captain Bonk. Captain Bonk is fun. But other than that, I think I would feel really strange having an avatar. Housemate Danny drew me as a Persona 5 character, and I added mouth movement to make it a PNG tuber thing. We'll keep the cat cam though. Little box. My culture is not a costume jar. My idea was to have one my face and it opens and closes. South Park and the Canadian characters. Okay, yeah. Well, if you go on with the BNG tuber avatar, then I can just draw you a hedgehog, a hockey, and a Justin Bieber. Oh, you sure they have Bieber? Honestly, very hard to define what is in Finnish culture, even. Because a lot of the things that supposedly have, we are also in other cultures. Like we certainly probably have our own Justin Bieber. At least Finland's been around longer. To be fair, Canada has probably been around long, but not amongst Canadians. I think Finland also suffers from the part of being so north that it was uninhabitable for a very long time. Like we had Sami people that lived there, but Sami aren't exactly the same as Finnish. A lot of people say that they are the original lived there. And the Finnish people were invaders. Who can say?
Good food. Everyone. Red go.
And we also have ice hockey. We have a little bit too much of it for my taste.
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
I prefer the cold moon inn to the sober nord. It's much more rustic.
Canada itself has a lot of cultural history, but none of it is thanks to white settlers, though we can take credit for destroying it. I mean, yes, definitely.
Did you see the dark elf noble by the forge? He smiled at me.
I mean, definitely. We also have that. The Finnish people, as we call them, they destroyed a whole lot of the Sami culture. We literally forced them to not speak their own language, and we destroyed their drums and all of these other things, and we also took away their children. We also took away the children from their parents so that they couldn't pass down the culture. Definitely. Colonization all the time, exactly. Although at the same time, the Finnish, the southern parts, like the Sami were at the north, and the Finnish were at the south. And at the south, the southern Finnish were really white and blonde and everything, and so they were very popular as slaves by some other cultures. So even the southern, the sort of colonizers were actually in danger. And at the same time, they were sort of wild and feral, and therefore, like, empires like Russia were actually just leaving them alone because they were so crazy.
No one's allowed inside without authorization. It's no
I mean, it was sad, like, the Finnish were witches. Like, they thought that they had some, like, wicked magic going on, and they were just afraid of it. Like, Vikings were afraid of the Finns, and the Russians didn't actually want to step into the forests. We have a rich history of waging genocide on our indigenous peoples right up through to the 1990s. Yeah. I think ours stopped at, at about the hippie years of 60s and 70s. I think so. But before that, there was a whole lot of the whole eugenics. Like, there was because of German influence and the whole eugenic influence. There was a bit of that in Finland as well. So the indigenous people, they got the worst of it because they were literally studied and looked at, like, what makes them like that. Because the indigenous Sami folks, a lot of them then, I think, a bit more Asian features than the southern ones. So they likely have some like Mongolian genetics in them, like at least more than the southern ones. Okay. Yeah, 7 now. Gonna get the rest over here. And I thought there was some huge. I thought there was some indigenous stuff still going on. That was that cancelled. I thought there was still some. Ooh, someone. Gasp! You have a face. Not sure I've seen that before. I think you should have. Unless you only come here for the bunk. Which is fair, but I have a face sometimes. Oh, let me give you a shout out.
The idea that people want to tune in because they're attractive women, hence foxes. But for me, it's just my name. So I find myself looped in with them, and I just think it's terribly silly. Because I definitely am not an attractive young woman.
Attractive young woman. I had my eyes closed. We could call that user error. Yes. One important part of watching a stream is opening your eyelids. But it's a common mistake that some people have. I feel like my audio is. Oh yes. Yeah, especially in the ASMR category, because of yes, how prevalent the audio ASMR is over visual. Yeah, that's why there's the whole badge of, like, implying that you are only in audio or only in video. A lot of times I'm only having the video on, or like that actually listening in. Sometimes I might miss the vocal things, vocal parts of the whole.
It's just up ahead, and it's under guard. Be careful.
Take them apart, but leave Allenway alone. I need aid.
Yes, the ASMR category is probably the only one where I focus more on the audio than on the video.
You won't get far. This place is not for mortals. We're going to open you up. Find some chains to hang your innards. Even if you defeat me, I need healing!
Yes, Gentle Fox ASMR is, as the name suggests, an ASMR streamer. And I'm hoping that he will soon be just reading us some Sherlock Holmes. That is just happens to be all the MCI free and everything, so all of Sherlock will be available for our reading pleasure. Combat and graphics aren't obsolete. Hard to believe that this is an Elder Scrolls product. It is certainly very different from the usual Skyrims and Morrowinds and everything. But I think the probably nicest part of it is that it's constantly being developed and redone. Oh yeah, I guess part of Holmes was already available, but yes, right now all of it. Look at this. It is a chest.
Leave those souls. Kill the intruders.
Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. Go back for the chest. I almost missed out. Very nice. Treasure map. Price of these. Yes, so 400. They have. They struggle to find the chest, but like the effect of glowing is really hard to come by because of how rare, how much work it does. I have to level up a skill that takes maybe 5 hours at least to level up at that point. Potentially even more.
I'll open the lock on the other side. The study is just a bit farther.
I don't think I've done the 4th novella, the one involving Reichenbach.
This way. Whatever he keeps in here now, it's well guarded.
As Reichen. Reich. Hard to say. The pronunciation depends a lot on how strongly Germanic it is. Really Germanic name, but same time.
We used to store our adventuring relics here. It's warded. Quite a defense for such a small room. There must be a way to open it. And these statues didn't used to be here.
Did not have.
This is where I died. My husband's journal mentions a ritual that brought the Daedra, performed out in the rain.
You're a tenacious lot. If you insist, I'll be happy to feed you to the blade.
When Doyle's writing got weaker as time went on, I think he ran out of ideas and just rethreaded them. I haven't read a whole lot. I think I read a couple of his more famous works that were already in public domain. It was a very comfy looking bed.
The Daedra have destroyed much of the soul.
Shame it's in the middle of a cold looking dungeon. That is true. I think this is like a ruins in what appears to be mostly Oblivion and Daedric. Daedric, a little bit maybe dark elfish, Dunmer-ish place. Certainly has some, like mostly Daedric. So, demonic. No dungeon is ever really cold if you can summon flame atronach. And I mean, this guy is feeling very, very warm. He is certainly not cold at all. Back to work I go. Have fun. I hope you have a very nice time, Mr. Fox. Work. Even though it's work, but I hope you have a pleasant day. I know your work can be hard on you. Yes, positive mindset indeed. Da, da, da. Sort of. Anything that does.
Narayana, that blade you wield, how did you come upon it?
All that should concern you is that it counsels me. It convinced me of your betrayal, of the need for the students to pay for their insolence.
It is
On the
lent us.
contrary, this blade grants me a clarity I never had.
They're nice enough to have Izapir asking me if anyone has a merchant. Yay! That is very nice.
You are nothing to me.
Oh well.
Must be the ritual site where the Daedra
Three best vendors, Besses, Izapi, and the Crow.
is waiting. We'll meet on the other side. Be wary.
Yeah, there's crows both as a merchant as a banker.
My friends have defeated
I love them both.
Lord.
But
Lay down
at the same time, I cannot excuse myself of buying set that much.
The blade wanted you here all along.
the blade. I can hear the whispers from it.
Just for
By the divines, so many lives.
just for skin. Distance. Yeah. There's a peddler of prices as well as
It has a master, and he
Baron Jangle Bloom the banker.
you'll never leave this place. Not alive, anyway. Don't even need the blade to test you. You're trying my patience. This will end you. You had to meddle. Now die.
You did it.
I got two staffs. Two different ones. Lightning and frost.
Who are you?
Never has the So pronounced.
You're the dazed fiend that created it, aren't you? That weapon must never again be allowed to influence mortals.
It has hurt you, has it not? Perhaps you could destroy it. Disable it. I could help you.
You think I trust you? The one who twisted my husband, murdered my students. I will send the blade away, and I will do so on my own terms, no matter the cost. It will travel far, ever slipping from the hands that desire it. This cannot happen again.
The blade will fight you. It is fully empowered, and it wishes to return home.
Never again.
Mm-hmm.
Mortals never fail to amuse. That edge was fully sharpened and would have
Mm-hmm.
served you
Aurorus.
right
Oh,
in the days to come.
that is a
I
very.
gave everything to cast it away. There is
I feel bad for.
we'll meet again.
I just love the voice acting in this dungeon. The end of it. I had to give it a try as well. Think of the Pokemon. Yay! Oh my god, that is my fanciest Pokemon. That is neat, exactly, yes.
Tread lightly.
Got through one more endeavor, and we're gonna get through that one as well.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
And I said, that's what she said. Leviathan is actually good. I might actually keep those. Mm.
I've never felt so happy.
Probably decant.
Forge is no place.
Better of prices. Okay. I don't want to decon jewelry because jewelry is hard to get. Endeavors. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. These ones I want to. Us. So what else is new this year? I've been toying with the idea of actually streaming myself doing esports, and that might be something that's actually happening, depending how my experience will be with them, how long I'm actually gonna keep on doing that, because there's a huge chance of getting grief, or there's a huge chance of me just not having a fun time, and if I'm not having a very fun time, then it's not pleasant to stream it either. And there's a chance of there being so many racist or bad remarks in the game from the other players that it's not good to stream it. I'm toying with the idea. And I've been toying with the idea of doing it on Wednesdays, because Wednesdays I used to do Sea of Thieves. And that's a PvP. So I would start doing PvP on Wednesday. Never mind, streaming doesn't sound like a good time at all. I mean, there's a chance, like there's like a smaller chance of doing stuff like that, but yeah. But at the same time, it's something that I actually enjoy doing, despite there's sometimes being something. But that's basically the real risk that you have to deal with when you're actually playing with other people, especially if you have to comes with them. I've had
And with this now, long ago.
back when I was playing more esports, I used to run out of reports, like on a weekly basis. On Dota, I used to run out of reports, sometimes even as early as like the first or second day. So much toxicity going on. Right now it's fine, but during events like the main event, the international, there's a lot more people playing, so the chance of actually getting someone toxic in the and yeah, my experience as a female playing esports is that there's a lot of toxicity, even when they just get a sniff of you being female. And
You were go fishing.
so it's gonna be interesting. In the future, I'm gonna keep playing indie games, but also try out different stuff. I haven't actually done that yet, just to see how it fares, how I'll feel about it, how I'm gonna make my channel grow or not grow. I'm not people who play with voice changers to avoid it. Not my cup of tea when a game requires that, but to each their own. Yeah, that's true. There's the whole part of if you're using stuff like that, then yes, you can hide your identity, but at the same time, it seems like a lot of effort. I don't even know if you can do that in Dota or in a game which this was the easiest fishing of my life. But yeah, I guess it acts like a microphone and like a mic source. Input source, yeah, and therefore you can just place it as an input source in the game. Yeah, true. I actually downloaded and installed it once, install one voice changer because I was so tired of it. But then I just stopped playing with people, or like I would engage less with the chat, or less likely to engage with the chat, and use voice. I would only use voice if I would deem it necessary. Sometimes I'm being a bit toxic. I think anyone can get a little bit toxic. Competitive games. Like I would get upset. There's some things. Like I mean, I was a little bit toxic my New Year stream when I said to the folks that they die more than my companions in this game.
Here.
That was on them because they were drunk in a video game. And that dungeon was a disaster. I love the whole experience of just like getting to going to play with Chinese folks who were going through a trial, like a pug Chinese trial, because I felt like it was the same experience that people in esports deal with, where a region has a set way of doing things, and therefore there's like the Chinese Dota, there is the NA Dota, there is the European Dota, and therefore like it's the whole experience I had in the raid that was between mostly Asian Chinese folks was that it was so different. Getting upset happens, but dropping N-bombs when you get upset is just people revealing who they really are. Yeah, exactly. Like, I need to figure out if I'm actually gonna, most likely not gonna keep the voice chat, like the game voice chat. Or just like mute all voice comms, because that's gonna happen. Gonna be there's a decent reporting system. But they changed it to less ideal. I played Overwatch for 2 years and 100% of it was non-competitive and without voice. I never had any idea what I was doing, but I had an alright time. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been into the Overwatch voice calls. I prefer the part where it's voluntary, that you can just like either step into it or step out of it if you don't like it. Never been into it. The only voice chat I ever had was with my teammates, the people that I had outside of Overwatch that I queued up with and talked on Discord. Because, you know. Hey, Naturaholic, what's up? just briefly going through this content. Nothing special really. We're just basically hunting boxes at this point. Quickly get rid of all of these. Nothing much, just laying down now. It's nice.
I'll mark your map.
Getting rid of chocolate knives? I hope by eating them. Juggling. Oh yeah, I wonder actually. Does my CC, I don't know. I'm not seeing it on your end. Okay. There might be something wrong with it. I felt as if it might be for a while now. I should take the CC off my title because I experienced some technical issues with the web captioner and therefore I didn't use that.
Can I speak to you for a moment?
No, you cannot, sir. But thank you for asking. So yeah, so I experienced some technical difficulties maneuvering the web captioner and without that the screen shadow is sometimes giving you juggling knives. Tonight we're just gonna have a chill stream with some new live and chill for about an hour ish. Outside of that,
I don't know why
I
I
just quickly easing myself into having a more regular schedule, hopefully. I'm still struggling with. I struggle to get into the stream an hour early at this same hour that I usually do. It happens. Oh wait. That should happen. You see, I have this tiny icon over there that supposedly tells me what buffs I have going on, and every single time I ignore that because I just don't remember it. Listen. Fail to recognize it as the definition. I have the buff. What is the buffer? Okay, warm.
see.
Today's stream is gonna be be less interesting. There's not a huge amount of games I'm gonna go. I'm actually thinking I should stream earlier as well. Because I had a very nice experience with my started very early. That was fun though. All these different games we got to see. Exactly, it's fun. It's so much fun. It's like a potpourri of games. Like this. I think we should do it more often. To be honest, like we should. Maybe not a weekly thing, but a monthly thing. Maybe like last stream of the month is gonna be like that. With this a certain theme, and have multiple games from.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Like we could play all the cat games. All the cat games. Or wintry games, because now it's winter. Literally saw yet another cat game before the stream started. Love the cat. Yeah. I mean, that way you can catch up in all the cats. And I have a ton of cat games, usually. There is a lot of them. I am very much adept at looking for cat games. Steam and everywhere else, really.
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Oh, yeah. Still need to go. I still can't forget that Rytron. It's because of you that I found out about Stray, the video game Stray, over a year before it actually released. Anyone else knew about it? Because we love the cat. I really should make cat games. I made a game about a dog. I made a game about a crocodile. I should make a cat game. I still haven't played it either because of too many games to play. Just finished Death Stranding. Did not see any cats. 2 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. Death Stranding is an interesting game. I love these bunnies. I love the amount of white bunnies that have appeared because of the event. Because one of the rewards for this event is bunnies. I'm pretty sure I have the bunny. I definitely should have the bunny. The bunny. Don't tell me I don't have it. I'm domestic. Yes, over here. But yeah, I might have told you all about this, but I also have a tendency to collect good boys and good kiddos in this game, so I have insane amount of cats and dogs as pets in this game, because if I see a cat or a dog in the shop, I will buy that. Currently over here. Legendary. Here. And there's also this Phoenix Fox. Yes. A cat. I see a cat, I get the cat. Also saw on Twitter your birthday's coming up soon. I gotta go to the pharmacy to refill some back pain meds, so you'll have that to look forward to in the coming years. Exactly, yes, the cat. Yes. I am gonna be 35 in 35 days. Not looking forward to it because of all the back pain. And I have chronic pain to share for the rest of the world. And some of it truly come with age, and some of it I already had. It was like factory software. It's like, you know, when you buy Samsung phone and you get what is it called, Bixby with it, and then just, I did not want this, I did not install this, but now this fucking phone asks me if I want to use this voice every single time I accidentally press them. True story. Also, this locksmithing mini quest is sometimes a pain. Bit of the not looking forward to my birthdays. On my old Samsung, I mapped that button so it opened Google Voice Assistant if I pressed it by accident. Slightly more useful that way for me. I'm not sure if any of the voice softwares are used to my accent. I can tell that based on all the DC, I was like voice caption whatever's, which makes me sound like I just say some very, very weird stuff because it doesn't actually recognize my accent. I mean, it's not as bad as Scottish, but you know, it's like somewhere on the lines of I might pronounce this a little different, and therefore it becomes a completely different word. Just Finnish people talk in way. By the way, it's smoldering hot. Stupid sexy brazier, yes. Need to actually check which of the style pages I still need, because I already bought them on the EU site. Because why not? This is at a point where we'll sell them quite cheap because there's so many to offer that the prices are literally cut in half, and therefore you want to buy it at this point because the cheapest ones are gonna get hooked fast. And someone just paid their way through this. Edibus Maxim. ESO. Not that kind of chest, honey. I can hear him typing, so I can tell that he's gonna write something. Pokemon community game just makes me realize how many Pokemon I don't know. To be fair, there's so many Pokemon out there. It's crazy how well they just really need to sell their products, so they make so much product that you literally have to spend a ton of money to get it. Chaotic. There's like 897, something wild. You can kind of just. I can never tell when making snarky comments. Dead lurk. What? Unicorns dancing on rainbows, big fluffy 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 baby sharks dancing on rainbows, big fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
You know my position.
We haven't heard any of that in a very long while.
What is this? Control.
By the way, I pelted someone from my own alliance just now. I mean, it is the only fair choice to actually do, because if you pelt anyone from any other alliances, then that is basically war. But if you just happen to mudball someone that is already on your alliance, it's like friends or sisters, siblings. It's like just some music to accompany the mudballing. Sometimes we need a bit of music for the bowling. I need like a microphone for jar jam. just so you will hear all the chuckles that he makes when I make a silly comment. Mhm. Oh, so have a fish here. Okay, I have just marsh cucumbers. Might not be so bad. Yes, but yes, we need like a tiny microphone. Just like some folks have cat cams on their streams. We would just have either a jar cam or it would be just a jar microphone, just a tiny chuckle in the background.
Yes.
Yes, he says. In case you did not hear the very firm yes. He knows how to reach my mic for sure. What I literally need is one of those mics that just take the audio from whatever it's pointed right directly towards, because setting up audio, like setting up when it starts picking up audio, is really hard because my voice is quite quiet. So I've like the biggest struggle. Like my voice can be really low when I start or when I talk, so it can either not pick up everything from the start or from the when I end, or it will just drop the audio in the middle. All of those options are just terribly inconvenient.
Comrade, a word.
By the way, we're doing this just for the fun of it. And we end up in an actually hard dungeon. Okay, just half an hour. I think might clear enough.
Ranja would call it fleeing with one's tail between one's legs.
Earning the trust of goblins is easier than earning the trust of their Durzogs. But I almost got within shouting distance this time.
Ah, Lemon Bomb, how are you?
Competition is here.
Nice to see you back.
It's starting, Landau.
You there, come have a word by our fire.
You will suffer for this indignity, Wolf.
Mm.
Wait! What happened to reaching a peaceful resolution?
Sorry, Landau. We tried it your way. I'm not freezing to death out here over goblin diplomacy. This one thinks the goblins aren't interested in what you have to say. We have that.
Diplomacy with goblins. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know which one is the problem. Is it the problem that goblins are actually not smart enough to be talked with? Is it that they are dehumanized?
The entrance is just ahead.
They're not actually human. I'm not actually 100% sure how smart or dumb. I know that there's at least one goblin that you talk to in this game. So technically some of them you can reason with a little bit. Sir, I would like to express that I don't like being ice stalked. So yeah, I don't know exactly how smart the couplings are.
Get inside. Finally, the vault of Muvnak. The Rathstone must be through there.
Pariah, it's welded shut. There's no way we're breaking through that.
Maybe we won't.
Hi, Jarl.
That construct likely hasn't moved for
Yay, Skeever, Traumatic Mayhem. Yes, this one.
We'll need to salvage some parts though.
I am really bad at the Skeever parts of the thing, but I do love it. I love being a tiny Skeever. My first time here, the bug rage quit on first boss on normal because nobody interrupted. Oh yeah, true. The first boss though? My first experience of this was someone in my EU guild asked people, like this was when this first came out, someone asking kill chat for folks to join a veteran one. Yes, my first experience of this was a veteran one. And I completely mistook it for something else because they used the acronym of it, and I had no idea what they were actually talking about. So I said that, okay, yeah, sure, I could come over. And then we spent a good deal of time here because we kept wiping at the laser boss. Finding encounter progress, yes. So yeah. Back then, I didn't even have, like, I went as a healer and I didn't have a proper healer setup. So at some point we decided, like, I literally broke all of my armor. All of my armor just went warped, and so instead of going away, like, I had no repair kits. I spent all my repair kits that I had, which are very few because I didn't do risk, and I just started using whatever I had on hand.
want to run on ahead and make a peace offering. Be our guest.
Let's just take the soul gem and go.
Hold your horses.
And so I ended up having like
We need to
a mixture of
fear.
heavy armor, medium armor, whatnot. Like, I put basically anything that would keep me alive. And then at the very last moment, we just said, okay, we'll try one more time and let's hope we succeed. And that was actually when we managed to go through with the whole laser stuff. Like, this boss used to be very, very mean, even on normal, but also on veteran. Veterans so much worse. And I used to be very bad at this boss. Like, I didn't know. No dodging and whatnot. I was so bad at this video. And yeah, that's also how I play my characters usually. When I start, I just armor them with whatever. Whatever is first at hand. This tank that I'm currently on right now, the NA tank, I was lucky enough to get Burns wheels to give me, like, make me a training set. So I had, since level 4, I had a training set on this character. Oh. And funnily enough, I also cleared the veteran Blackstrike Villa with that same level 4 training set that I had. I died a couple times touching the shield too much. Oh shit. I really need to turn off auto loot.
The rat's onto something. This
Yes.
will equal whatever sphere rat. Looks round enough to. Oh, there it goes again. Let's get these parts back to Thoriah.
Is it getting rid of whatever is not worth much? Did I actually second one? Yeah, because I did.
The articulators are completely seized up. I can't get it moving again. But I might not have to.
I'm not a very good tank. I'm sure there's plenty better tanks than I am, but I do decent. I'm like, I would say that I was like the middle range. So like on a very common level kind of tank. Kind of like the average tank. Bye bye banana bread. I need to ask someone for merchant. Prince of Peace. Oh my god. There's so many lovely, lovely folks here. He says no thank you. I don't know. Down about. I'm surprised that people click on the thing because I honestly forgot how to do this properly. Okay, yeah. So we get turned into things and wait.
How are we supposed to find anything?
What's that?
Trust the rat, goblin hunter. There. Let's get these back to Thariah.
I'm gonna eat that one.
We have your conveyors. It only took murdering every goblin in this place.
Enough, Rondal. You had your chance.
Aww. Of course.
From the door.
Also, I love this part.
Ha! I'd like to see the likes of Duraham do that.
Mm-hmm.
When I get free, I'll tear your mortal shell to pieces.
Oh no, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna rest any.
Didn't leave the rat stone unguarded. Not surprising.
Oh, actually, I think I might have used.
Of course, it would be that. Get ready.
But yeah, so I have, well, whatever it's worth, at least 3 or 4 times accidentally gotten myself into a veteran version of a dungeon without going through it the normal first time. And nice.
Labeling is too complex. You'll need to operate the manual. I'll guide you through it. There. Use Gligaton's ability to
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Whew.
look for an active magical condenser to tap into. It'll be coursing with power. Hard to miss. It didn't melt to slag. Perfect. Follow the energy flow to any active conveyors and discharge the energy.
Do, 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 do. Wait, is it?
It worked. Repeat any remaining conveyors.
Thank you.
Defenses.
I forgot, where am I going? I lost my way. It's okay because everyone else can.
Something isn't right. The defenses are still active. Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
I like this big dude though.
I've never seen anything like it. Hold it off. I'll think of something. Rolling ball. Keep your distance.
Thank you for the bunk. And yeah, I cannot keep track of all the mechanics in dungeons. Choo. Oi. No, this is what I need to do. Oi! Someone is dead on my screen. Okay, I'm a little bit scared. I'm just a tiny mouse. Please don't touch me. For fuck's sake.
Finally. Roused. Not what I expected.
I never got to be giant in this one yet. Oh yeah, I saw it the other day.
Seen anything quite like it.
Here is that. Is it the bug? I don't even know what it is, but it looks so fun. Oh, I might have gotten the thing that he was looking for. IG country. Mm. Yep. The poor fellow should have asked earlier. Because like, if I had known that he wanted to have the ring, that I probably got somewhere early on from a chest or something, I would have given it to him. I feel bad for him.
Requests your help.
Nice.
And yeah, this dungeon is all high quality. It apparently was a little hard at first. But like when I first did it on veteran, it was harder supposedly than now. But that's with a lot of content where they readjusted so that it's actually more accessible. So what is that? Large interior. I guess it's magic damage. I should get rid of my enchant.
There's an urgent task for you.
In any case, think I'm out of it today. Start late and end early. Sometimes that is exactly what it is. I have so much to do, so before today's over. Those fries, oh my god, yes. Those fries gave me a lasting impression, for sure. I think the best experience I had with the restaurant after the blues dancing was I mean, if you're ever in Riga or in Latvia, I don't know, maybe it's a Latvian thing, but in Riga there's multiple of them. If you're ever in Riga, then go for hedgehog in the fog. Not exactly as hedgehog in the fog because it's Latvian, yes. The name is a little different, but oh my, the food is always good. The food is amazing. And you can tell the restaurants because there's a hedgehog in every single door. Yes, they have an amazing design. It's so adorable. Yeah. I am so tired. So tired. Logo is a hedgehog little cocktail glass. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like a whole kids cartoon called Hedgehog in the Fog, and it's cute. It's heckin' cute. So this whole restaurant chain is surrounded with this idea of the hedgehog cocktail. Absolutely. Yeah. As always, it's been a pleasure. And now we just need to find a right target. Out of all the people, there's not a whole lot of people who play ESO right. Let's see who we pick. Let's go for Dark Raiden. She's been streaming a while, so she might be quitting soon enough. Wow. A lovely time there. And she's currently doing, I think, veteran content, it looks like. No, actually it's trial. She's currently doing trials. Have fun, and thank you all again for supporting my stream, for coming over, for the moderators, which mostly are bots. Jam is also potentially a bot, but we cannot confirm. And anyways, have a lovely time. I'll see you around again on Wednesday.